Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing an empties video. I've been collecting my empty products, containers, everything from the start of 2021. I did finish some things up in 2020, but I already threw them away before I thought of doing this video in the future. So this is all I have. There is some makeup, some skincare, well, at least some makeup remover kind of stuff, and some miscellaneous things. I'll do the makeup stuff first and then the other stuff second. Then if you only want to see the makeup, you can just exit the video right there. So let's get into the video. I thought this was very eye-opening to do because I did finish up, well, a couple of things, but not nearly as much as I thought I would. So let me start with my foundations. I finished up 2 foundations in this half a year, which I don't think is bad. Of course, I'd already worked on these in the years past, and I am also working on foundations now. So it's not like I used them up entirely in 6 months, but still, I'm kind of proud of it. The first one I want to mention is this one. The writing is sort of rubbed off. This is the Filorga Skin Tint, the Fluid. I had mine in the shade 00 Nude Ivory. And I was not in love with this product. The first time I tried it was in store and I actually kind of liked it, but I think everything surrounding it, like the skincare and the powder, was perfect for this foundation. So as soon as I tried it at home, it didn't perform as well anymore. Sometimes it performed okay. It looked a little bit like my foundation is looking now, and I am wearing the Essence Pretty Natural foundation today, which I also don't love, but it's okay. And sometimes it performed like that, and sometimes it performed horribly, with a lot of texture and sort of patchiness and strange, very oily places, and I don't know, it just wasn't a reliable foundation. Which was a shame because this is actually the most perfect shade match out of all my foundations. The other foundation I used up was a lot better for me. This is the Benefit Hello Happy foundation, a soft blur foundation, which I had in the shade 1. Also, this packaging is adorable. I really like this and I actually miss it a lot. I'm thinking about repurchasing it. Oh, need I mention, I wouldn't repurchase this one. But I might repurchase this one because it was very light and liquidy without being, and it also had quite good coverage without being very heavy. So I could wear this on days like when I went to class or when I had a meeting or whatever, when I wanted to look pretty okay but don't feel my makeup. That's when I reached for this one. And also a benefit of this one is that it completely sets down into a velvety matte finish, and most liquid foundations don't do that. They stay a little bit more dewy. So I'd say this feels like a skin tint but looks like a little bit like my Guerlain Haute Perfection L'Essentiel foundation. So it has a true foundation appearance, but it doesn't feel like it. I did finish up concealer in the last week of 2020, so I feel like it's an honorable mention. I threw away the packaging, but I did finish up one Touche Éclat from YSL, but it's cheating. Next up, I want to mention this mascara. Beautiful packaging. This is from Givenchy. It's the Dysteria Black mascara. And I really like this one. It has this plastic spiky wand, but it gave a lot of volume and a lot of drama, and the black was very intense. So I really like this one. I probably won't repurchase it because I discovered a drugstore mascara that I like just as much, which is the Lift Up mascara from Catrice. So I'll probably repurchase that one, but I still really like this one. Was quite heavily fragranced though. Another mascara that I used up is this Push Up Drama mascara from Maybelline. This one had been in my collection for quite a while and I just decided to use it up at some point. But it wasn't the best anymore. I really should have thrown it away a lot sooner. And don't get me started on how it's bad to use old mascaras. I guess I'm going to do better from now on, but I didn't think about that. So this one actually is quite similar in shape to the mascara from Givenchy. But this one did not do a lot for me actually, especially the second time I picked it up. So like the second life it got, it really didn't give me a lot of push-up drama. I won't repurchase this one. For brows I have two products. First I want to talk about the Dior Bumpin brow. I had it in the shade Blonde. This has the most perfect little wand and this stuff is amazing. I've actually already repurchased this one, but in a slightly darker shade. So this is the one I have now. And that's what's in my brows right now, as it is always. And I really like this one. The idea is that you sort of pump extra product on the brush. That's not necessary at all. In fact, I think you get too much product if you do that. But this distributes a nice amount of very non-fluid, sticky stuff. I wouldn't even call it a liquid. It's sort of moussey and it molds your eyebrow hairs perfectly without making them feel very crunchy and without spreading all over the place. So I find that if my eyebrow gel is too liquidy, it spreads all over. It sticks to, like when I brush through my hairs, it actually sticks to my forehead. And this doesn't do that. Even when I'm pretty heavy-handed, it still doesn't. So definitely repurchase this one. My second brow product that I used up is this Duo product by Kiko. And I'm not even sure if they make this anymore because it was part of the Tuscan Sunshine collection. It had a brush on one side and then a normal pencil on the other side. And I really liked this one. I especially liked the pencil part. I didn't really enjoy the brush part, but I did finish it up. If this was still available, I wouldn't repurchase it. Then last for makeup, I have a lot of glosses. Because I wear glosses all the time. I wear them when I'm not wearing makeup. Before I go to sleep, I just put on a cheaper one. I just go through my glosses very quickly. I have this lip oil from Clarins. You can still see this is not... I'm not able to get this stuff out anymore. But you can see what shade it was. It was this nice shimmery gold, which appeared sort of glittery on your lips without actually appearing gold. I really like this one. I actually have the blue one, the minty one, which I'm using up right now, which is almost finished as well. This is just quite expensive for what it is, but it is nice. Then I have this lip gloss by Sensai, the Total Lip Gloss. And this was quite a disappointment for me. This is actually more of a liquid balm. It wasn't even that shiny. I guess it didn't look bad. It looked kind of pretty, but not worth the price. So both of these I won't repurchase. This did feel very nice. So if you don't mind spending the money, this is a perfect liquid balm. But it's just for a total lip gloss, I feel like it should have been a little bit more special. Then I have two glosses by Colistar. This transparent red one and this glittery white one. And I liked both of these. This one looks pretty transparent on the lips, so it doesn't look red. But this one was very comfortable. It dried down very quickly, so I had to reapply a lot. That's why I went through this pretty much like water. The other one was a lot more sticky and it did stay on my lips a little bit longer. And because of the more glittery reflect in it, which is a little bit purpley blue, I wore this more as an actual aesthetic lip gloss and not just a lip balm. And yeah, I like this one. It wasn't the most flattering glitter, so no, I won't repurchase these either. Then I have this mini lip maximizer, which I got as a gift with purchase when I bought some Dior stuff. This I really like. I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels. It's a little bit plumping, and so this I would definitely repurchase in the full size as soon as there's a good sale or something. Maybe in a bit of a more interesting color though, because the color was kind of boring. But this was prettier than the Sensai lip gloss. Then I'm decluttering one product, which is the Bello lip balm in Cherry Shine. I'm not nearly done with this, but it's dried out and the smell is just horrible. It's supposed to smell like that, but It's just so fake and candy-ish. I guess I could have lived with it, but it's completely dried out. It doesn't really... It used to be quite bright red, but it's not anymore. This actually makes my lips feel dry right now. And I believe it's always been that way. It was just a little bit more pigmented in the past. So I'm going to throw this away. I think that's it for the makeup. So thank you so much if you only want to watch this part, and I will see you in the next one. But let's continue with the other products. I'm going to segue into the other products using lip balms. So I used up this Vaseline lip balm, the Lip Therapy in Aloe. And this was perfect because I felt like it actually treated my very damaged lips, because sometimes I get very crusty lips, and when I put this on in a thick layer, it was very nice. Because you have to use your finger, my tablet would always get streaks on it with a little bit of oil. And also other stuff around the house. It would always have these smudges. So I was kind of happy that I finished this up. There's actually 20 grams in this, so it didn't even take me that long, because like I said, I wear this stuff all the time. Then I also had this lip balm by Moly. Everyone I know says this is a nipple, and I guess I can see that, but it's supposed to be a peach. So this one had a very distinct peach smell, which I could not always stomach. So especially in the evenings, later in the evenings, I didn't like to wear this one, which is why it took me a little bit longer to finish it up. I actually had this for over a year before I finished it up. But the feeling of it was very nice. And I like the container, so I won't repurchase this because of the smell, but it is a nice product. Oh, I had one more makeup-y thing. I used up this lash glue by Eiler. I didn't love this. It worked alright, but it dried up very quickly. So I only used it for a couple of months, and I definitely do not wear lashes every day. I think I wore lashes about 20 times, maybe 15. And then it already dried up. I couldn't get anything out of it, and now it's actually... the remainder has turned yellow. So I bought this like half a year ago. So I guess... even though it's very cheap, I wouldn't recommend this. And I won't repurchase it. I have one more Moly product. And this one I was very sad to finish up, because it's the banana hand cream. This is the most perfect hand cream. It has a delicious banana smell, which of course can be a turn off for some people, but I really liked it. But it was so nice and creamy. It sounds disgusting. But it had this sort of consistency that dried very quickly, but still left your hands very moisturized, even after a couple of hand washes. So I really liked this one, and I also love the packaging. I still have the face mask in the same packaging and the lip balm. So now we're turning over to some pretty much only makeup remover kind of stuff. I had this as my main makeup remover for about half a year. This is the Purity makeup remover. And for the second half of this bottle, I used it as a second cleanse after using the face halos from Essence. And I really enjoyed it in that way. I didn't really enjoy it as an only cleanse because it wasn't strong enough. I bought this because my skin appeared to be very sensitive, but now it seems it's not especially sensitive. I just have a skin disorder that makes me itch very easily when I'm in contact with cold or hot water. So I guess this wasn't necessary, and I liked the smell and it wasn't bad, but it was a little bit expensive, so I won't repurchase this. Another second cleanse for me was this this purifying by Nivea. I would not recommend this. This makes... I just said I haven't especially sensitive skin, and I don't. But after using the face halo, my skin felt a little bit more rough. And this felt like putting salt in a wound. So it actually sort of tingled like my skin was... like my skin had open wounds and I rubbed something in it. That's what it felt like. So I'm sure it's fine if you didn't just cleanse your face. But as a second cleanse, this was horrible. Then I have this micellar water, also from Nivea. This is fine. This is a good second cleanse. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this. I think it's good for the price. It's like €4 or something. So yeah, I probably will repurchase this one as soon as my current second cleanse is out. I'm not very picky with these things. Oh, I actually have one more eye makeup remover lotion. I didn't really love this one. I bought it, it's a bi-face one from Hema, which is a Dutch warehouse? Like a larger store. And I bought this because it reminded me of the Chanel bi-face remover, but it wasn't nearly as good, which I should have expected. It felt very oily, but it didn't remove all my mascara. And now the face halo that I use does remove all my mascara, so I think that's a little bit more easy, but I did finish it up. Then I have a nail polish remover by La Femme. I'm not even sure if they sell this in other countries, but it was fine. It wasn't extremely effective, but I must say I use this kind of stuff all the time, but I don't really compare it. I guess it worked okay. Probably will repurchase this because it's for sale in my local drugstore. I have a couple of hair products. First thing I want to mention is this Invisible Dry Shampoo. This is a very condensed bottle from Garnier. So it says here it's 100 mils and then it converts to 150 mils. That might be the case. I went through this very quickly, not even 2 months I think, and I definitely do not use this every day. Also, it had a very strong smell. When I used this, my boyfriend would walk out of the room. Kind of like in a dramatic way, but still, he would want to. And actually, I wouldn't want to be around my hair either when I used this. So it was very effective though. So if you don't mind the smell, or if you like the smell, I'd still recommend this one. It wasn't that expensive, and it is very easy for travel. But I won't repurchase it. Then I have two after shower sprays. One is the Moisture Kick Spray Conditioner by BC. This is a hairdresser's brand from Schwarzkopf. I really like this one. I have the corresponding shampoo, which I used 3 bottles of. And I had this corresponding conditioner, and I really liked this. It really helped to comb out my hair. My hair is pretty long. And it really did give me a little bit more moisture without weighing down my hair. I wish I could have said the same thing for this liquid silk spray anti-knot spray from Schwarzkopf, but this didn't do anything for me. If anything, it made my hair a little bit more greasy than it was, without actually helping to comb out my hair. So I won't repurchase that one. I probably will repurchase this one. And that's it. That's all my empties for the first half of 2021. I hope you enjoyed hearing my mini reviews of all these products. Please consider subscribing to my channel because there will be a next one in the end of the year. And I will see you in the next video.